10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban.
Invoker.
Radiant team ban.
Hopefully, unlike me, they're not going to be pixelated. See if that gets sorted out slowly over time.
10 seconds remaining.
That was a little bit of a second, but yeah, I think
5
Empire
seconds
in this
remaining.
game. They ban out the Lina, and that signals
Dire
a new
team
set
ban.
of drafts
Radiant
for
team
Dragon
ban.
Knight and Invoker being picked for them. So I think that this is an okay way to go. Maybe the idea here for Seiyu is that, you know, Captain needs to say, okay, we want to try and just get that last game out of our minds. And also having the Lina banned and them being first pick this time, it means that they can pick up this Dragon Knight as well for themselves. So
10 seconds
it's another
remaining.
route to go. I just hope that they don't take too much
Dire team ban.
that last
Radiant
loss, because I think
team
that
ban.
if they can pull themselves back after a loss like that, then this is a team that sort of deserves to be able to go to TI, right? Like if they can win this series after that type of a loss, really, really good for them. But it's going to be tough.
Look at this drafting time. Oh no, just look at this
10
drafting time
seconds
again.
remaining.
Yeah,
More than 2 minutes of reserve time left after all these initial picks. So
5 seconds
very
remaining.
confident in what their strategies are based on the various. Sure, they drew up a lot of different plans. That tends to be like the strategy that you have when you do matches. Is you think like, okay, what are the most likely things they ban in the first two? If they ban these first two, how do we respond from like one ban to the next? What are our ideal openers on first pick, and what are our ideal openers on second? And a lot of these key heroes, I think you're Selena, the Brood, for obvious reasons, and then the Mag and the AA. I mean, also you can have been some of the most dominant heroes that we've like filtered down to as we've made our way through this bracket.
all right. Well, they banned it first phase last game, Spirit, which was sort of interesting to me, like you're saying. Like, I guess that's something that they sort of have started to value more highly after playing. That's what you want to see from a development over time. And then on the side of Team Spirit, I'm wondering right now if there's this question like, okay, do we want to think about this TA? It's open to them.
Radiant
Granted,
team
they've
pick.
sort of
And the
flexed
Shadow
it.
Demon.
Yeah, they've flexed it between Yutaro and also towards mid. So it's kind of an interesting question now. Go the SD route? Do you want to go the TA route? Or do you just do something completely different? But the Luna feels like it's the answer in the laning stage to the Dragon Knight.
10 seconds remaining.
With Luna Hoodwink, you get that minus armor with the Blightstone on Hoodwink, and then you
5 seconds
damage
remaining.
coming from Luna, and it makes it a hard lane for Dragon Knight.
Dire team pick. Radiant team pick. Mirana.
Dude, what are these insta picks? I mean, yeah, like, oh, we don't want them to have the Mirana, maybe. Oh, they took the Phoenix, wanted this hero. Like, it's good follow up to the Dragon Knight, sure. It gives you that Soul Tiger initiation.
10 seconds
arrow,
remaining.
basically guaranteed kill. Like, Sunray can have a hard time
5 seconds
saving
remaining.
you when it's like very pointed. Everyone's trying to kill them in Sunstrike. So I think they're pretty happy they didn't go for like an Oracle or an Abba or something and help get you moved out of that spot. Might need some Force Staffs here. Team Spirit, I reckon. I'd like to see some BKB piercing disabled from Team Spirit somehow. Because, I mean, they have, like,
Dire team
tag,
pick.
but that's it. I think Jug's
Templar
looking mighty
Assassin.
fine for Empire. And as Lyrical pointed out, there she is. She wants to go versus the Invoker, and she's going to get it. Templar Assassin.
Dire team ban. Radiant team ban.
Perfect.
All right, Lyric.
Dire team ban.
Time?
Can they pick Darkseer? Even though they don't have a melee
Ooh.
support. And the Terrorblade. There's an
Yeah.
Invoker. I don't know. Feels pretty good. They're banning out a Dispel hero.
Can be good with the hoodwink too,
Radiant
in the later
team ban.
stages. Like Bushwhack vacuums. I
Dire
don't know.
team
Maybe
pick.
maybe it's okay. What's the lane? Terrorblade's something. You know what that's something.
Radiant
How are they
team
gonna get an
pick.
Oracle? That's a
Right.
they're gonna
Ooh.
snap though. Easy pick versus the
Yeah, I'd be down for Darkseer here.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds
5?
remaining.
Okay.
Ah, that makes more sense.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
You may now select your heroes.
Finally. Been looking for this hero for a while, but every time we're like, well, it would be a good Underlord game, but like it always looks good for your own team. But typically there's something in the that makes it kind of hard. But this looks fine. I think Collapse, good game for the multiple routes versus the Mirana, even just the TV, right? This like massive AoE, try and slow down all the pressure from the illusions. Combos up with the egg too. Their activity in the early game is quite minimal, though, from team. I will say that. Their aggression is basically pushing towers and maybe approaching stacks, but like going for smoke ganks and stuff looked a little bit weird with some of these.
Yeah, I think they felt like they needed a little bit more down. I would imagine he's going to for an Atos at some
10
point,
seconds
maybe,
remaining.
and try and like use that to help make up for their lack of control.
5 seconds
and that's
remaining.
the one reason why, like, you know, Darkseer here wouldn't have been as good. Now, the downside to this is that it give Terrorblade probably a freer game, I would say. And then also, you're in this weird situation where at around level 2 or 3, Vanscore can actually like if he doesn't play it carefully, Collapse can definitely die in that lane with maybe a rotation from Sayu or just finding a little minus armor.
Like, yeah, cookie into meta, right? You
Exactly.
might just be dead.
Yeah. So that's something that they're gonna have to keep their eyes on. But I don't know. I like Empire's draft a little bit this game. But I wish that they would have stuck more with what they were doing before. So I'm gonna take Team Spirit, and I'm just gonna pretend that I'm a psychologist and in their mental state right now. That's what I'm taking Team Spirit here.
I like the Spirit idea of like stacking up for this Assassin and Luna. They're on the Radiant side, and the Underlord is a very independent hero, so there's lots of space farm there. It's a ranged position 4, so you're getting the double stack. That's what's good. It's a solid way to start this out. The aggression from the Dire side, though, that is pretty nice, right? They're going to have these secret target initiative. Definitely a playable lineup here from Team Empire, but I would rather have Team.
Prepare for battle.
Your own worst enemy. Throughout the eons, I have been known by many
Hungry,
names,
that line from
but
Samurai
my
True
true name of power
Trent
is
that felt the
Kaka.
game too. And there's part of me that wonders, like, a couple of these heroes, they're playing the Mirana, hadn't played a ton of it before, playing the Terrorblades, like, we're gonna beat you with that draft. Those heroes you had were broken, you know? There's some of that I'm wondering for Empire.
I think that's what Team Spirit did to Hellraisers, if I recall, in our last game 3-2, where they managed to steal a bunch of their heroes. So Empire trying to get Hellraisers, I think Spirit rather takes their own bets
30
in that
seconds
sense.
to battle.
True.
But the press kid on the Invoker, this is a lot in his pods. You can tell by the Dota Plus level there. So very comfortable on the hero, very confident, and confidence.
Blessings upon a
stability, you know,
loyal
again,
warrior.
That's what you want.
Lost
in
in the
most
woods, are ya?
even if it might not necessarily be the absolute best hero, I'm sure you guys have experienced in your pubs. Sometimes someone counter picks and they just can't.
Yo, how does Vanscore have? Oh,
The
somebody
battle
gave him the
begins.
observer ward. Okay. Arrow. Oh, connects on a collapse right now. All that minus armor. Maybe in a little bit of trouble as the right clicks come through. He can kind of roast.
First blood. It was ours all along.
Separated opposites.
Trick of the tree.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah. Back in my day,
You had to have one of each.
we had no inventory slots. There was no backpack. There was no TP slot. How did we survive?
Oh, he's gonna get dewarded there in a second though. It's frustrating. He placed it right under vision. So we get to see a couple of very interesting things this game. Toronto Tokyo playing on that TA first phase ban last time around. It's been banned a lot throughout these qualifiers, and of course the press kit. Face off against each other.
Really, I don't.
Denied.
Because typically the Invoker players are going to ensure this doesn't happen. We'll see how Depressed Kid does here. Already starting with the EMP. Close.
Hear that range creep and all that fun stuff. One of the big telling is, can he get it? Yep. Just throws out that tornado and then a couple of these. It's actually not looked too bad for him.
And Mira has that sentry coming up top as he predicted, so actually has a Sal coming up that already has a sentry, so that should guarantee the D ward, I would think, and probably around like the third. And we'll go over D ward in a second. Those
Could also just deward the skip if they wanted to open up the full for him, but we'll see. You have to get a couple more levels probably on Underlord before you start spamming the wave.
yeah, a little bit more valuable later on.
Radiant's
Juke the
courier
cookie.
has been killed.
Is still gonna get chased down a little bit, but Mira will live through it, and Smiling Knight now has to back away from collapse.
Really low.
He actually lived because he went for the courier because it gave him time to get level 2 in the dive. I think Phoenix died there as well.
Very nice. Very, very good stuff coming in. They're able to survive through that first initial aggression, and short pause here as the Deist comes out.
Can't promise that.
Listen.
Don't throw an empty promise, a short pause. 45 minutes later. Alright?
Listen, I know what's gonna happen, okay? They always come back in.
Any second now.
No!
Right back.
Come on, guys. Don't make a liar out of well, see, Luna, halfway there. Well, haven't
Val
talked
gonna mail out some SSDs here. Be a little bit
Absolutely.
cheaper than fixing the bugs. There we go.
Perfect. Yeah, Toro, at least in the early goings, I feel like I've seen this DK lane go kind of rough, but it looks like they've played it pretty well so far. Pedishar has been able to start off, get to level 2, use that level 3 for the extra armor in a moment. Handle the harass, comes away.
Say we'll try to go for some like tornado into arrow stuff happening here. Pedishar obviously once you're level 3 can be left well enough alone here, especially whenever the lane's pushing in a little bit. I wouldn't mind seeing them trying to help out Toronto Tokyo. At the same time, though, or rather help out the press kit first. I could also see them just being like, just help out your wave, man, and we'll rather just like.
No!
Ooh, Toro goes down. No, Oshka tried to get cute with that bushwhack, and Seiyu just followed up after the Dragon Tail. Very well played.
On the value center, gets the keyboard on his camp and blocks the small camp. Yeah, okay. Alright, the hero.
They're making this move pretty hype.
I love how he has a soul ring for his 70 mana cost.
The prize is mine.
Yeah.
Yes. I have infinite Dragon Tails.
A little bit of a mix-up there as Smiling Knight turned the wrong way, and Vanscore now taking some damage. The right click is coming in. Mira, stepping up, yes. Gives the tip again. There's a little bit of a battle brewing between these two. Same thing happened last game.
Good, we need the tips. Fire going right. disappointed Templar Assassin player comes home to find no stacks. Fine, I'll do it myself. Mira's gonna try, but he knows. Nah, I'm too late. Sorry, too slow.
Not bad.
Right now.
That kill down bottom definitely good as there's a nice little juke there, collapse, able to dodge the cookie coming out, and you know, this could be
Oh, he's dead? Oh my god, they actually got those last clicks. I thought for sure he was fine with those. Like,
Denied.
What the hell
into
is
the tree
this?
line and managed to finish it.
their blessing right now is really strong, and well, they find themselves say force the user away. I mean, that's the thing, like that kill that DK got shouldn't have happened on Yutoro, but it's still, I mean, that's great, but it's still a dangerous lane.
Now,
Being not
salving up,
literally
oh, they brought saves on Southern, so they could go for a stun into Aeroplane with 600 HP. They actually just go for the arrow into the Rangers instead. But yeah, no. Guarantee that, take that back to the tower.
Dyer's top tower is under attack.
Dies under tower, Mira. That was a TP death.
So strong, guys. I'm so strong.
And I mean, you kill a support for them, the core to kill you, so for the transference of gold, you're kind of fine with that as Empire.
Being said, TA was able to stack Ancients and the hard camp has gone on a little bit there mid, but they're trying to chase onto Collapse. To him as he hides off to the side, still keeping these illusions alive
Dyer's
for a
top
moment, but
tower
Smiling
is
Knight's
under
just gonna
attack.
force him back a little bit more and then go back to farming.
Of course, when you have the aura happening, you know. So it's hard to really contest that. Although it is an amazing aura versus character base, so it's nice to have an underload in your team versus him.
Absolutely. Super good. If they can blow him up at the start of the fights, that would be ideal, I would imagine. Here is Vanscore again, gonna get chased down.
Please.
Oh, kill me. Take me
Shona.
down.
Wow, I thought he got that.
4 deaths so far for Empire. 3 of them on Vanscore. As Depressed Kid gets slowed a little bit. He does have the cold snap. Tokyo. Sideblade hit there onto the side. Nice plays. It's looked good so far though. For this being considered like one of the hardest counters in the game, Depressed Kid's been owning. Currently top net worth in the game.
Yeah, I think part of that as well is that TA obviously hasn't farmed the stack. Hasn't had like perfect stacking from the support. Like missed some of the earlier ones, didn't get the full rotation. And now Tokyo's gonna go for that once again. So
Down
he needs
bottom.
to grab.
Regeneration.
Going on. They tried to make a go there on a Petashara, but they're just keeping him back again. Relatively low HP. As on top points.
Yeah, there's your go.
This is the earn charge fill up there for Depressed Kid. Back again, down bottom.
So low.
Yeah. But he's also got 23 HP regen for like, what are you even doing against this guy?
I know, it's so scary though, because like he's staying at like such a mental HP. I guess he's holding
Hands
his
to
wall the whole time.
yourself.
Bounty.
Oh, it's good.
Chase
Speaking
to
of walls,
myself.
100 HP versus a Ferrari right now.
Radiant's bottom
Looking
tower
for it.
is under attack.
Keeps him alive. Petashara tries to move in. Able to dodge the stuns there. It's gonna be enough though. Needs one more punch and he gets it. The raindrop takes the light. Meanwhile, they did get some blocks there. Vanscore walked in and he blocked.
Radiant's middle tower
more,
is
but
under
it's
attack.
gonna be TA
But
cleaning
yeah.
those up.
Can't contest, unfortunately, or sap or steal any of this. So, shovel, broom handle.
Top. Going again on the collapse with Vanscore nearby. Does save that cookie, and will Collapse be able to get out of there?
Dire are scanning.
They're just gonna let him walk away? Okay.
They missed the scan. Oh,
Oh my god.
nice.
The
Oh, wait,
slow-
the scan.
Dude,
Now they
this
know
is
he's back.
This is the slowest juke in the world. Collapse just walks around the side. Big ol' slug. Unbelievable.
bust. They call him the fridge. He's got all of the new. That was very convenient. Entry does catch as well.
Down bottom, Poshka. Down by Depressed Kid again, making that rotation. And Petashara gets level 6. Pressure that tower a little bit.
Took care of those sentries, but look how many sentries are across the map right now from Empire. Middle,
Radiant
middle,
structures are
top
fortified.
ancient, top pillar.
Radiant's bottom
Really trying to
tower
counter
is
the
under
vision
attack.
coming up from Team Spirit in this game. Ensure that they're rotating freely. For the most part, it has worked out. I mean, we're the obs right now. It's one in the bottom jungle as well as TH.
Want ward constantly going on. Trap towards mid, but
No.
Radiant's middle
of those.
tower is under
tornado
attack.
lift up in the mid lane. Arrow afterwards. Well played. Faye moves in, and with that slow, steady burn down, another
Pathetic.
kill
Well,
onto this Phoenix. 3 deaths so far.
Happy that it was weak.
That's true.
Time to leave and let your support soak the lane. Now Moba's going to come through. They will not have anything left in the tank here. No mana remaining for Seiyu. He's level 6 before the 10-minute mark, and Moonlight Shadow plays. Could come out here to hunt down Yatoro.
Feel
the
really
prize is
important
mine.
Trying to make moves like you're talking about with either
Blessings.
Moonlight Shadow or with like every dragon form. Because I mean, who on Team Spirit really does things? Like they have a Luna, a TA, and an Underlord. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they definitely do not have that here. Popochka is supposed to be getting aggressive wards, I think, to try and help predict movements from Empire, because Empire are going to be making moves and you just want to dodge them and push the lanes where they're not at. So I imagine that that's partially why the ward game is so important. Even doubling up on their vision here, ensuring they want to keep this,
Dire's
knowing that
top
this is going to be the
tower is
actual
under
area.
attack.
They have a sentry
Radiant's
and the ops scouting the
bottom
movement here
tower
from the
is
first
under
hit,
attack.
so he was not smoked up. They know he's in here roaming.
Saw him even cast Ghost Walk, but we'll be able to back away with all those cores, all those supports, and head back towards and farm this up. He's able
Dire's
to get
top
that D
tower
ward.
is under attack.
That ward is really nice for sure. This collapse is pressuring top lane. This is huge. Like if you
Radiant's
can get this
bottom
tower
tower
basically
has
for
fallen.
free, and they did
Dire's
take bottom
top
tower at
tower
the same
is
time with
under
the Dragon
attack.
Knight. This is something Team Spirit weren't able to do last game.
Dire's
And
structures
I think
are
it's going to be
fortified.
too late here. All right, they're going to glyph. Okay, so I mean, they'll hold
Radiant
it for a
are
little while
scanning.
longer, and they'll probably get collapsed as a kill here. It is still likely to fall very soon.
Dire's top tower is under
Tower
attack.
and collapse. Still running, but now he's caught. But that tower's he's going for it.
There's no way. Surely. Yeah,
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
find that kill, but they will go for the
Dire's
deny now.
top tower has
So,
been denied.
Opens up the map a little bit for Team Spirit, which is what they want. See if Empire try and make another aggressive move. It really feels like I don't know, how aggro some of these heroes can be on Empire. They need to take advantage of this timing.
Part of that's going to come from the Blink, Shara, so they still
Right.
have a little bit of time. Want to go like max screen. Getting that tower again for themselves.
Radiant's
the
top
Radiant one just feels a
tower is
lot
under
better,
attack.
I feel like when you take it, so like now the Luna doesn't really want to come back in here unless they have that full vision control that they've been trying down here. Mira kind of the face here of saying like I have dives, so I can sort of get this.
True. I think the game is necessary. But
Well, they're going mid though. Dragon form pops.
it's nice.
There you go.
Finds the potion. And the chase is coming. Vancore there with the minus armor. Super dead.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Team Spirit. This is a tough one. I mean, all right, Underlord's
have
going
a-
to come in and try and hold this. They got to hold this down.
Yeah, this
They
is
must.
huge. Big
Underlord
foot.
wants to hold this for the next like 5 minutes.
I mean, it's so hard against Dragon Knight. They do have Bliss back up again. Taro doesn't really have Oh, this is hard. You're going to back away. That will force them back for the moment. Do they commit? Yeah, look at the call.
Look at the
Smoke
call.
up immediately.
Yeah,
Dude,
go.
The amount of pressure. Empire realized this is our
Dire
moment when we
are
take
scanning.
advantage. They're doing the full wraparound. Look at Annie and see if they
Dire's
find
middle
anybody.
tower is under attack.
Toro.
It's down a
Not
sentry
greedy
ward.
enough.
Oh, they spot him. They dropped down a sentry ward. Dude. All right, Team
Looks
Spirit
like
are
they're
playing
like
really well. They know exactly what's going on.
They do, yeah. Tower will remain, of course. It's still so weak, and they have a Terror Blade, so
Right.
I don't know. They gotta just nuke this wave as fast as possible. I'm really surprised Toro's the one who's out here.
That arrow comes through, and that was not the play. They find the stun.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Earlier,
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
look
Look at the angry line from Underlord bottom.
Yes, he's pissed. Oh no.
Literally just scribbles all over. Like why? I don't know.
Pressure.
Luna should not have been there.
They can't pressure it out quick enough.
That was really bad. I have no idea why he was there. I mean, from our perspective, again, yes, we can see everything, but I feel like they kind of knew they hadn't left the area. So I don't know why. I guess just not really respecting the radiation they have. And now there's a blink dagger too. So Mira, yeah, you want to save this. Yeah,
Radiant's
arrow.
bottom tower is under attack.
But the Empire played so well in this early game. They might get this tier 2 tower off of this with alacrity, with the DK form still going. Drop it.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They're doing an excellent job of using what they have to do with this draft because, as you said several times, they have to pressure. They have to keep this up, and
Dire's
the
top
heroes
tower
ready to
is
make
under
moves,
attack.
but they're not ready on team. A long time before you have the items available. Templar Assassin, if she wants to be fighting this much. She does have the lance and the blink, and they're going to smoke in here.
Dude,
but it's a smoke from Empire coming.
Radiant
They
are
knew, they saw
scanning.
the smoke come in.
Oh,
Yo.
cooldowns. No, cooldowns.
God, that, oh my goodness. That was bold right there by Toronto Tokyo. What a call out. Melds with the blink dagger so he can break the smoke and get out afterwards. No other hero can do that in the game right there. But it was all set up by this ward. Look where it is. It's on the freaking outpost. Like, how often does that happen? That's a sick ward.
The Aegis outpost. TI incoming.
Spirit's vision game, giving them that advantage. What they need to do to win this one. Dodge the smoke gank. They've kept that bottom tier 2 tower alive because Empire wanted to try and make a smoke rotation for kills.
All right, well, you're feeling good as Empire now, obviously. Kills, fine. It's been relatively free. Roam around the map 3-0-2 so far on the Terrorblade. What is the next move with the next Dragon form? Probably top or bottom of your 2 ideal candidates. They still have this great ward that is scouting out Toronto Tokyo right now. It's just outside the center. So they're going to ping his location and think about making a move. However, that observer ward also still remaining here up on the cliff.
3 seconds
And I hate
left.
that ward so much.
Very, very strong.
Annoying. I mean, you just can't.
What a
de-ward
pretty
it.
human.
Right.
Feels bad.
Bottom.
Oh, yeah.
They find themselves Mira and will try and dive away, but eventually goes down.
Already
And Tornado afterwards trying to find Collapse, but won't quite connect onto him. Sunstrike not going to be on the mark. Collapse gets away. This kind of feels like a push out side lanes and then come down bottom pressure tower type of moment.
If they want, yeah, they can just get their heroes in here, have the illusion push through the bottom, and then you're in a little bit of a rough situation. They're going to Moonlight Shadow in up top.
Back afterwards, but the slow, steady beatdown. No BKB obviously yet, and Khalid finish it off.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
They
Dire's
just don't know what's
structures are
happening.
fortified.
They thought maybe there were more heroes following around the bottom lane.
Yeah. Oh, and they're going into Roche instead. That's a really cool move. So yeah, I think that's what you're talking about right there is what happened when they see the press kid and everybody else bottom. They think what we think, which is that they're going to pressure bottoms here too, but instead find the kill and then move into Roche. That's really smart from Empire.
And they're so tricky this game because they have the Moonlight Shadow and also with the Ghost Walk, where they're going to fight a bit. So all these sections that
Roshan has fallen to the
Dire. About giving themselves the confidence to move through these areas, knowing there's no detection laid out here from Team Spirit. There's that Atos that you mentioned as very likely to come out this game, as they still sort of needed an initiation hero when they picked up this Underlord, and this is going to help him have a chance at providing a case of that.
Discord drops down the board. Oh, takes the
Interactions. A lot of you.
They'll still pay for it.
Know that? Okay, so guys, make sure you cookie yourself as the bushwhack's flying, and you will droid a tree.
Haste!
It makes sense when you think about it, but those two heroes
yes,
facing
whenever
off against each other.
Yeah, when I ride my giant dragon around and I land on trees, they do tend to so it makes sense.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
When I go in the woods and spin my axe in circles, it doesn't kill trees.
That's true. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, what if axe spins cuts down trees? Would that be broken?
Radiant's bottom tower
yeah.
is under attack.
I think he should have it active. Just have another spell that lets him.
Dude, this
Go ahead and use Killing Blade with no cooldown to catch him.
I like that
Radiant's
idea.
bottom tower
1
is
second
under
cooldown.
attack.
I
Dire's
will
top
say
tower
that
is
ward
under
on the
attack.
freaking outpost has been superb. That's really neat.
Dire
Blink?
are
Yeah, that was
scanning.
good.
I actually
Radiant
gave him
are
applause for
scanning.
that. It's hilarious because it's just where the old pillar was.
Right.
Like, who de-ward there?
Yeah, nobody. Oh, they do
They
D-ward
missed it
there.
again.
They got the other ward, but yeah.
Legendary.
Arrow comes in. Both got slowed. First to pop.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
It's like they didn't have a ward.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Red Kid will go down now. Despite of that. Not quite to play. Trying to turn out something. Gets not when they find it.
So bad.
And score. Gets that kill.
Fools care for less.
Smiley Knight carry this one through. Staying tall and able to walk up in front of them all. Haven't taken that tier 2 tower still though.
It's all in the kill of Crown Tokyo, so I suppose that was worth it. Down, and then the bold blink from Pedushara to try and get the finish kill was a decent trade. It does end up being a slight favor in the Dire, and obviously it cost the support of both, the buyback of both supports. So that was good.
Illusion doesn't quite connect. Metamorphosis still a little bit of duration, but with everybody coming back into this area, they aren't going to be able to get that continual pressure.
Get on Ed. Meanwhile, Depressed Kid making a move up top.
Yeah.
Regeneration.
Combos. Nope. Gonna find Yutoro, I think, here.
Oh, thinking about going for it, but just a bit too far. Doesn't want to
I
take
mean,
that
not
extra
much
step.
you can do without the Miranda.
Yeah.
Not engaged.
Value run, though.
They tip the Dragon Knight when they're... Oh my god, he knows that there's a ward up there now because of that. Pop Dragon form under vision of that ward, and because of the tip, that tells him that there's a ward there. Oh, that's great. I love that. Dude, that's like next level trying to do mental damage, you know? And then you end up like losing out advantage because of it.
It's like a good old farm and all. It's fine. I mean, he's on waves. He doesn't care.
True.
Well, they're gonna go for him though.
Back. Ward in the area.
Speaking of wards, yeah, he's got his own, right? Let him know.
Have a potential smoke play here if they want to go for it. Preskid making the move. Finds Maposhka. Hello, hello. Go get him though.
Knackered.
Play.
Give it notice.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
The sentries are moving out right now. They're gonna TP back towards mid to try and
Radiant's
pressure
top
that one.
tower is under attack.
Force step also done for Vansport now.
Mira doing his best invoker impression.
I'll never bow.
Ooh, say you.
Okay, yeah, Seiyu goes in a little bit too aggressive. And Depressed Kid. Way of spotting Mira. There's no sentries around here. I mean, there's one if he went over to the east.
So
Wow, very interesting meta choice here by Mira. The not exploding egg con. Like I always see the scrambled one, not the cold breakfast where the egg stays.
interesting.
I think that says about him as a player.
Get high enough levels in the battle pass. That's my guess.
He just likes eggs.
Possibility.
Maybe he likes hard-boiled eggs. I think it's the egg.
Dire
Sunny side
are
up.
scanning.
That's the one.
Delicious. So delicious.
Not my favorite.
I mean, it's,
I eat all eggs. It's fine, but it's like the lowest tier.
Eggs
I'd rather have a
Benedict.
boiled egg.
Quite high. Eggs Benedict
Yeah,
is very
that's
good.
true.
But that's just
I'm
because
just,
it like adds meat.
It's like the fried, you know. Any style of fried, just a little bit more than
Yeah.
Give it a little flippy flip.
I'll flip it for you.
Radiant are scanning.
No
That'd be
problem.
appreciated.
Speaking of
Put
flipping,
on some toast, some bacon. No, we're not back to Dota. They want this tower.
Yeah, desperately.
It's their time.
Vanish.
I mean, to be fair, it's still a 5,000 gold lead for Empire, but okay. I'm here again. Weird cookie, but they're there for the kill.
I'm
Face
better
down
than
and done. And instead, go for mid. They're always thinking about that next level play. You know, they set up
And one every time.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
and there's going to be some snapfire. And then comes out afterwards, bringing down the last. Another one of those kisses comes out for the finish. They have to go right to the tower, but I mean, they're taking tier 2 here.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Sex me. There's so many
Radiant
darn
structures
wizards.
are fortified.
That's an alacrity.
Dire's structures
Are they
are
going to stick around for
fortified.
this, though?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Damn, dude. Metamorphosis is about to wear out, as is Dragon Form, but they're still sticking around here. Luna back up in 1 second. Oh, this is scary.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Retreat.
That push rank actually did so much because how much of the time it ruined.
Nicely played by
Still
Empire, who now
not
have
as
an
swift
8,000
as the
gold
speed
lead.
of my thoughts.
Can't help but think that it's a very similar situation to what happened last time, though. Do you remember last game? Very similar.
Well, deficit was larger in the carry department, or it is larger this time.
Right.
It's harder for this Luna to make it back. I think part of it is also just the speed at which they're playing, and their map movements look way cleaner from Empire. The way that they like almost faked that play bottom and then rotated top to the mid lane instantly, rather caught the Luna like that, and Petashari like clicking in. I'm gonna stun the Phoenix, and we're really just trying to prevent any sort of a turnaround play. And I think Team Spirit are gonna be looking into this next game if they end up losing and thinking more about those saving supports.
Right. Well, and just anticipating those map movements, right? Like, they're another BKB pop there. Shara, I think that was his
Yeah,
first one.
see, you tipped him for the Dragon Farm earlier. Where was the on that?
That's a good point. Yeah. Oh, guys,
Although they might not have seen it. Crap.
he was on top of the hero. I think that they did.
Oh, okay, my bad. I looked away.
He blinked that away immediately afterwards, so part of the reason.
Hand over when I heard glorious noise. Smoke?
Dire's top
Guys,
tower
guys,
is
move.
under attack.
What happened there, buddy?
You noticed?
Radiant's bottom
I
tower
mean, it says
is
the
under
voice
attack.
line usually when it hits, right? So, you should know.
Yes. And then I heard a sunstrike.
Checking out that area as well. Maybe Roche.
I'll probably Roche.
Quick Roche. Very quick Roche.
Dire's top tower
14
is under
seconds
attack.
left.
Radiant's middle barracks
Tier
are
2,
under
Team
attack.
Spirit
Top
able
tower
to claim
has
that one
fallen.
without any contention. Empire.
Yeah. You wanna hold
Radiant's
mid and they don't
bottom
wanna,
tower has
force a
fallen.
bad fight when
Dire
the Roche is
are
up.
scanning.
This is how you turn the game around, right?
Radiant's
true.
middle barracks are under
Great
attack.
vision in this area right now by Team Spirit. We're looking at high ground.
Toro. He got himself the Paladin sword
Oh,
right
man.
there.
They know
Radiant's
really
middle
nice
barracks
fights.
are under
They got a
attack.
ward.
Are
Vansco walks
scanning.
forward, drops down that ward right at the start.
Now the Radiant know.
Take us.
Then, gonna do it. Don't mind them. Gonna be as the Scorpion comes out. Cataclysm down and dead for Mir and no buyback.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Pop
attack.
that ulti from collapse to try and get the rest of them out, but this is easy, bro.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
You know, like they can't get clustered enough to have the saving plays, and yeah,
Roshan has fallen to the tower. Radiant's bottom tower
scramble
is
the
under
angles,
attack.
scramble their heroes, and eventually
So strong, guys, I'm so strong.
one by one.
Well, no, he feels about it too. A little tip there. I mean, again, like the timing when Team Spirit feels like they come online is around that 30-minute mark. We're not quite there yet, but
They better hurry up.
right, exactly. You gotta turn it into the next level. But part of that too is just like haven't seen. Oh no, press kid.
Look at Dojo.
Dude, depending
to
upon
make a
how
play
he
here.
walks. Okay, no, the rest of the team comes to the Invoker this time, and now they find themselves the TA. Just walk right in. Gem works. KB trying to get out of there and just be able to escape. Second,
Nice.
she would have been dead. And they're slowing down the push.
Gem broken item. You remember back in the day? I was actually rewatching old tournaments recently. In
Naga.
terms of like 2014, 2015, gems were picked up way more than they are. In fact, they're starting to make a little bit of a trend coming back. But like everyone used to like buy a gem at like 5 or 30 because no one wanted to go high ground, so they just want to like close out the map. And now we're kind of in another meta where going high ground just feels bad. There's no reward for killing a tier 3.
It's true.
You don't have a shrine to kill. It's all about the tier 2s. So once you have the tier 2s, you want this big lead before you go high ground. The best way to put that on your side is to buy that gem. They don't have the vision for the.
Well, and I remember when it used to work on illusions. That was when it was really ridiculous.
Oh yeah, true.
That was like.
But it's surprising that when support's getting more gold these days, we saw less gems for a while. I wonder if because there was just like desire to get all these shards and Aghanim scepters now on support heroes.
I can see that.
Like a gem felt like I mean, you bought a fork staff and you hope you could get a gem.
Stun. Connect on the mirror eventually. Gets his way out of there.
Radiant's
Careful about
top
that
tower
catapult
is
coming
under
down
attack.
immediately afterwards, but it looks like with DK form pops, they're gonna head through bottom. Metamorphosis also used.
Radiant's
Pressuring
bottom
two
tower
separate
is
lanes.
under attack.
They're just going all in on this
Radiant
bottom
structures are fortified.
one. Blip.
Dire's bottom
Lead
tower
around
is under
for
attack.
another creep wave, but they're pressuring out with these limit illusions, so they need to take it down in the duration of this background protection being down. And the challenge is done. Cataclysm
Dire's
afterwards.
bottom tower is under attack.
Gone. Does have
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Look at this.
That's one way to do it.
Dude.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
There, it's just gone.
Dire's bottom tower
So
is
strong,
under
guys. I'm
attack.
so strong.
Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen. Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
Alacrity terribly.
Radiant's
It
bottom
didn't
barracks
stand a chance.
has fallen.
I mean, I thought pushing lanes was the solution, but apparently not.
Thing is, can't stop them.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Can't believe the press kid hasn't had a BKB. That's like blowing my mind right.
Yeah.
Like, how is
Dire's
he
middle
10, 1, and
tower
11?
has
He has
fallen.
played so confidently higher mat.
Right? Like, it's what this guy
Dire's
does.
top tower is under attack.
Crazy.
He
Invisibility.
buys one next. And he's like, nah, I'd like a blink, please.
It's gonna go arcane blink next.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, nonetheless, we're getting closer to the Aghanims on DK. All of the lanes being pushed out simultaneously. They do find
Dire's top
the
tower is under attack.
Courier, which has a T scroll on it. Oh, I wonder what's going on.
Dire are
Some
scanning.
deduction happening here.
Very interesting. As Depressed Kid is gonna run in and find exactly where he is. Oh, hello. How you doing, buddy?
Radiant's top tower is under
That's
attack.
BKBTP though. Need to
So
kill
strong,
the
guys. I'm so
courier.
strong.
That's hilarious.
I'm so strong, guys. I'm so strong.
Sunstrike now back up too.
Mid. More action.
Double
And
damage.
now, BKB and walk away. That. DD though on Smiling Knight. I think they're ready to go again. Take this other Rax down.
Smoke.
Radiant's
Catch,
middle
the
barracks
press
are
kid
under
coming in,
attack.
perhaps.
Can they take this without meta? Oh, wait, that goes down. Oh. Wow. Okay.
Radiant's
Goodness,
middle
it's gone.
barracks has fallen.
Damn, dude.
What is he farming? He's trying to buy an E-blade.
Let's see. Bold idea, as the Aegis is going to expire here. That is actually Terrorblade buying out.
Dire's courier has been
For
killed.
Daedalus.
He found 3 bounties on Luna, guys.
Oh, that's wild.
GG, and he killed the Aghanims that was coming up
my
for Petter
God.
Shara. That was the most valued Luna rotation of all time.
That's wild.
Okay, nice.
All right. Now again, we've seen some crazy stuff happen.
Radiant
is a Luna
are
TA
scanning.
draft with an Underlord that can quickly get out on the map. There are no buybacks on Empire.
Radiant's top tower is
Literally
under attack.
nobody on Empire has buyback.
Good. I'm glad. They should just buybacks. We don't need a buyback.
Radiant's
fight.
top tower
But-
has fallen.
What if they lose the fight, Trent? What happens
Oh,
then?
there's nothing for Team Spirit to gain. They can't take your high ground. They can't take a Roche. Be as strong as possible right now.
What if they just end the game? Okay, Howard, done. Cataclysm, dead. Phoenix does have buyback. Use it now. Useful tool.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
I think they are completely fine with that trade.
Absolutely not.
Right? Meta's still down. Walking in, trying to slow down this push coming from Smiling Knight. He's there. And a Malice afterwards. Stunned now.
It started.
Buyback. And just gets Where's the anything?
Radiant's top barracks has fallen. Radiant's top barracks has fallen. The Dire now have megacreeps.
They chase down Smiling Knight, wanting to get that finish. Can they kill him off in time? The close steady burn is almost enough, and it is. Take down that Terrorblade, but Mega Creeps going and no Luna for 30.
Got ya.
Does look like it's going to be a bit too much in the end. They bought back on Invoker
Yeah, I
immediately.
don't know why depressed him.
That's fine.
Like, he doesn't have Sunstrike.
Haste.
He didn't have bots. Alright, well, I'm gonna keep the lane.
Wow. I can't believe Luna died in the duration of that stun. Dragon Tail good.
Good hero. Almost level 20 as well, so. See another death on pretty soon. Well, also have an Aghanim.
Got ya.
Press gets silenced. Deflated. Jason looking for this finish. This guy doesn't have buyback either.
Not.
No.
And now
There,
Yataro
no.
is alive.
No. No.
I mean,
No.
TB has buyback at this point, but
Alright, this is how we know. If this is an instant Roche, it's destiny. They win this game. Right? Anything under 5 seconds, Team Spirit wins. Alright?
we'll see how long it is. As creeps are going into the base right now,
Oh,
it is
30.
it is a 30-second Roche. That is
Dire's
enough
middle
time.
tower
win.
is under attack.
5 was the determining number.
Okay, well they're going tier
Stars
2.
don't align anymore. Oh no.
Dire are
That's a really
scanning.
fast Roche.
Dire's middle tower
Aegis
has
is
fallen.
down. Do they go and check it? They don't have a trap in the pit either. Hear it. Gonna walk over there right now. Yeah.
Tokyo.
He's
It's
gonna
on.
see it.
Big
And it's
brain.
gonna spawn immediately. They see it now. Tokyo, ping it.
Pressure.
Somebody pay attention. Oh, hit it.
Yeah, but like, I mean, I don't know if they can they? Like Snapfire and DK.
Curly. Going in. It's
Hey,
big.
put a trap. Oh, did he see that trap though? Well, I mean, he's got a gem, so. Arrow. Watch him get arrowed and die. That would be pretty cool.
This is wild. Oh yeah, he has to get out of there. I mean, so this ends up working out really well now for Empire. They're gonna be able to get this one.
Sort of. Jeez, Vance Court, what are you doing?
Radiant's courier
Crazy.
has been
Killing
killed.
couriers.
right now.
Killing couriers. Get rid of that guy. All right.
Radiant's
Worth it.
courier
Meanwhile,
has
Want
been
Desperado-
killed.
cookies?
Confident.
Well, too bad.
Killed another one.
Vance Core's a monster.
I mean, I know he's 21.
Roshan has fallen to the Dire.
Okay, everything down and higher. Get that Roche. Move
All
right
that
on
demo
in.
mode training.
Exactly.
The press kit is ready, you know? Pling, 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 pling. Refresher. Pling, 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 pling.
You know
the
it.
cheese out too. No mana issue.
10,000, 11,000 gold lead now as Empire gonna run it down mid, see if they can
Shadow.
take this fight now.
Where's BKBs?
They do mostly have
Right.
buybacks.
If they can just force a BKB, then Invoker's gonna go wild.
Out of my way.
Walks in, arrow as the creep spawn. Not the best combo there. Trying to bait something out. They're not willing to walk all the way in yet, which makes some amount of sense, to be honest.
They want the waves. There's no point forcing anything, because right now they are just stuck in here. Full advancement.
Really clean game in this game number 2 for Empire. They look really good in game number 1 till they didn't and started to throw away their advantage. This time they haven't done so. Are they going to be able to close it out evenly? Easily? Possibly. To say.
Even because then would be 1-1.
Oh, Van Score getting a little bit testy there, my man. It's been a long time since TI. He wants it bad.
From the snap and the Marana, doing a lot of work versus. So it makes it so they have to actually hard commit, soft commit for skills in zeros, right? If you force out someone else and they need to blink in after, and that's when he'll turn and burn his Empire.
Slow and steady beatdown continuing here, but you can see they're still farming up
Radiant's
around the rest of the
courier
map.
has been
They're
killed.
just trying to wait until that next tier. Although Penashara does have now getting the next tier of items, so that's going to be a
Radiant
timeless
are
relic
scanning.
picked up for Depressed Kid. Well, gonna do.
Oh, wow, he has relic now too. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, his spells are massive.
Yeah.
I'm sure I was gonna blink in. He's got half vision left. He just wants to force the fight.
Thinking about it. Blink Dagger on cooldown for the moment. Jump forward, stun, stuns himself. Meanwhile, Cataclysm comes down, can't get the kill. Alive, now the stun, Bush brings Smiling Knight down. Left afterwards, Tokyo BKB has already been used. There's the refresher. Round 2 EMP. Mana drain. They're still holding on here. Team Spirit trying desperately to keep this one alive. Empire, they walk forward.
Radiant's middle tower has
With the
fallen.
Thunder, the chase down. Once you get that kill, the T-Blade keeps them alive. Again, they're holding on, but Empire are looking a bit too strong. There's no BKB left on this Terrorblade. Can they control them? Turn. Tries to chase. Going out with the right blade. One tower remaining. Empire eyes on the prize.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Round 1. They got him caught again. Bringing him down. Cataclysm round 2. Keeping it up. Collapse. Looking to fall. No buyback. For that Underlord. Down to low HP. 50 HP. Hit the kill on a Penacharo.
A chance to
Ancient is
redeem my
exposed now.
honor.
Empire. They just want to take it down. Win this game number 2. Gonna back for the moment. Yatoro, he goes out with
Radiant's
the
Ancient
running
is
in.
under
They
attack.
hold their high ground. Somehow, some way, Teaser managed to hold out. The Ancient is exposed. The Empire, are they thinking about going in? They don't have meta. Yeah, Penacharo, he popped the ulti. There's gonna be the stun
Radiant's
on the mark
Ancient is
for
under
the Luna.
attack.
The chase down is happening. Vanscore turns his sights onto the Ancient. Empire gonna
Radiant
fly
structures are
right on
fortified.
top of it. They do get the
Radiant's
push out.
Ancient is
Again,
under
down to almost
attack.
no HP. What about buying some salves right now? Is somehow they're holding on.
Shadows take us.
The
Radiant's
depth of
Ancient
despair.
is under
Wanting
attack.
to keep this one alive. Vanscore
Dire
jumps forward again.
structures
Goes
are
for the minus
fortified.
armor. The stun comes out as strong as Tornado. Keeping him under control. Can they kill off the Somehow they do it.
My
They keep
blades
down
and
the
my
press
mind
scan.
are as one.
Yatoro lives through this all. He's been below 100 HP 3 times in this fight, and suddenly the net worth lead is only 3,000.
And he used his BKB the last time like 75 seconds ago. God, this fight was really
prize
long.
is
Had,
my-
like 100 HP or something. Back to the base for that TPO for the quick play.
Just what
They're
I've
going to get a little ahead of themselves because they are very strong when they have everything. But then they're continuing to fight without the meta, without the BKB, without the dragon form. And this is only a 5k lead for a team with megas.
Yeah.
That is not good. Very bad.
I mean, so again, you look at this situation, it feels like it's completely desperate, appropriate given, you know, the situation at this point, but there's still a possibility they get Aghanim Scepter now done on Luna. All in, last-ditch effort here. Spell Prism, they're getting their next set of items as well on Team Empire. They did buy the bounty runes, or were able to pick those up, so that gets buyback available for Invoker. I don't know.
We have a couple things to keep an eye on though, because Depressed Kid still has no BKB,
Yeah.
right? But saw the power of the back. So with their buybacks, Empire might try something sneaky if they ever get back into a super desperate situation. Obviously, things still looking fairly good in their favor. Being into another
Radiant
roast
are
in a few
scanning.
minutes. Curious how they play the map until then. Even the bottom is not
Stupid nit.
aggressive. Well, they do not see a whole lot right now, and Hoodwink is TPing in here. Team's following. follow my carry.
Okay, look at this vision though. Dude, if they set this up with this vision again, they see him. They see the Terror Blade. They see the Smiling Knight. They're ready to go. In a moment's notice. Looking towards. There's the fallback. No buyback. They're have to run away. They're trying to run in here. Get a little bit of separation. They had to take the fight outside of the range, and they found it. They find at a kill. They get that kill. 2 heroes dead. No buyback.
Radiant's Ancient is under attack.
Yo, look at
that. Was such a carry player move.
Oh my god, that vision again. How many times about the vision from Team Spirit? Unbelievable.
Regeneration.
And he bought some. Maybe it was the moonshot. I'm not even sure, but it put him like 200 gold away from buyback. Not that it's gonna probably matter with the time ticking. Yeah, they do. It's in the base. Hey, dead Terror Blade player.
Get it.
Player. Put it in your inventory.
Get the Philosopher's Stone. Oh man, I mean, there's got to be so much talking and like frustration and things going on right now. You got to imagine, because think about this: if they walk as 5 together, BKB, that Ancient had 600 HP, right? BKB hit it. That's all it takes. I mean, obviously that's great to say from this point of view, but like the casual, a little bit too slow. Oh, and now they might find Sayu. Are you kidding me? They catch sight of her. Oh my god. They're able to jump away.
There's no Sharon on the board.
Get out of there. What a freaking crazy series that we're dealing with right now. They have to keep these waves out of their base for Team Spirit.
Okay.
Good Trent.
All right, so rush timing. What do we got? Well, they have a trap in there, and oh, that looks 2 Miller, eh?
Okay.
All right, Team Free. Team Spirit's power of 30 minutes was in fact activated once again in this game.
Look at it, it's crazy. Swing back again.
It just grows stronger.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. That no one's quite sure. Perhaps it is the set on vision. Yeah, the thing coming back up, honestly. It's itemization from the collapse too.
I mean, with the exposed throne, you have to think about going like just all in, right? Like surely. But if you lose that,
they're going for the play. He's gonna buy the eggs. The Dark Rift.
That's pretty hype.
Well, that's a good one. So you guys have
Invisibility.
And you can cast it on allied heroes. So you can strats with like a hoodlink especially.
Right. It is pretty good. The only downside is that they don't have any tier 3 towers taped yet.
Or backdoors, right? Too. Like they don't have Luna with the damage, which is on this build.
Right, exactly.
I think it's more so like hoodlink on the side lane.
Oh, again. Spirit Vision up on this high ground, and you can see they're gonna have to take the slow, steady route. Empire, let those mega creeps push in, and they're staying together. They have to play together the whole rest of this. Can't afford to get picked off when that goes like this. Terror Blade, Dragon Knight.
Look at them just waiting. They dewarded the pit. There's no trap. They have the ward and sentry combo up on the high ground. So we are just in a complete stalemate of no one moving. What are the Raiden heroes thinking right
Dire
I mean,
are
they have
scanning.
scan. Oh, they got scanned. Wow.
Yeah.
Dire will scan them. Like they're literally just waiting for the smoke to pop, and then what? I guess they can see these arrows fly out, right? So they know that they're still just lurking and waiting for the Roach to spawn. But when do you make
Radiant's
the move in?
Ancient is under attack.
They can hold the base. No.
Yeah, they can't go for it. To be honest, they have to just let this Roche go and hope that they're going to be able to make.
Roshan has fallen to the dark.
The spoils go to.
Oh, man.
Eggs on TV. We have the Terror Wave.
Okay. They're waiting for this fight. Oh, so they want to take the fight before they get to the base. Oh my god, the ulti for the BKB comes in time. That might be enough. Silence is out afterwards.
They have another one. Still no BKB on Invoker. Next Eclipse.
Bounty.
No BKB on Invoker. Oh no.
I don't even know.
Every pub ever.
It's because he had too good of a game. He needed to die a few more times early.
Right,
Because then he would have just bought it.
Okay, well that was a valiant effort on the side of Team Spirit to try and find that wall, but it didn't come out.
Mapochka, he has Sports App and Blink here.
Oh, that's Oh,
Nope,
wrong,
not that way.
wrong direction. Get him out of there. Looks like he's gonna live.
Oh, strike? Strike? Come on. Swag on him. Oh, I guess wrong.
That's why I'm pushed around there. So good decision making. I mean, surely at this point,
But
Trent,
surely.
there's no way that this can go the other direction. BKB, walk in, hit buildings. I mean, they're afraid. Very afraid. Man. I mean, because the thing is, last game, Empire felt like they were in like such a strong winning position. And the same thing happened in this game. Now they've like given up this opening. Are they really gonna wait for like the next tier of items or something? Like, if they wait that long, I feel like it's giving more opportunities for Team Spirit to get back into this.
It might actually do damage with them.
Right?
Outside of Eclipse.
I mean, I guess the thing is they still have Flip, so you can't like go for the all-in play because you can't necessarily get out that easy. So there still is that threat. Like, there's got
I could have been invisible.
almost.
I'm so strong,
That
guys.
would've
I'm
been
so
big.
strong.
Hits him on the other end.
How does he hit that and miss? That's what I want.
Man. Wild. Drink of water, Trent.
Game started folks.
I know. Well, to be honest,
I turn this best of 5 into a best of 3 if Empire can win.
if Empire
Love
loses,
myself some overused lines.
if Empire loses this, like, they go over.
Vent.
you can't come back from this game. I feel like it's an impossibility. All right, Moonlight Shadow.
Still hold.
Pops meta. Okay, jump forward, stun. Cataclysm, but the force staff, keeping him alive. Taro still living. Flicker, walk away, tornado.
Radiant's
comes out,
Ancient
ends the
is
turn.
under attack.
It's down, they need to bait out that glyph.
Oh, flicker off flicker. We're going on TV2.
They also have a save now. There's the Terror Wave, the turn now on TA. Still nothing really gained from this, but they do pull on the potion.
Fears. And the sharpshooters do just move.
Oh no. 100
Radiant's
away from buyback
Ancient
for
is
him.
under attack.
But our Empire gonna stick around and keep this going. Metamorphosis after duration. They need to get that
They
glyph.
want the glyph.
Good stun. And can they get him? Okay, afterwards the arrow comes out.
Radiant's Ancient is under attack.
Gonna get caught by the charge. Back away, they're gonna need to use that glyph in a moment here. Maybe out from Itaro as well, but they keep that throw alive. There is out.
Radiant's Ancient is under attack.
Round 2 now. There's the first ulti, comes out. Not gonna do enough. Couple of abilities baited.
So long.
Dude, it's
I thought for
wild.
sure when Spine came back in, they would have to.
I mean, that's the thing, right? If you use glyph at this point, you just lose, right?
A lot of X. What the big.
He's looking for the move. Oh my god, he's catching arrows. Those don't hurt your ancient. You can let it hit it. Fine. Promise. God, Empire. Close this game out. Wild.
Surely.
Dire
Surely.
are scanning.
Interesting.
Meta's back up again. Like, well played, guys. Come on.
I mean, they feel like they're dragging this game out.
Jump forward, stun. Where's the save? Download this off.
Radiant's Ancient is under attack.
They dive through. Do they have the egg afterwards? They get it. Trying to turn on again. They now pull it up. They will get the kill. No buyback.
Radiant's
Turn
Ancient
now
is
onto
under
the Ancient. Trying to
attack.
take it down. They're holding that clip, Trent. Holding it as long as possible.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's Ancient is under attack.
That's happening. Fire. Do they dare stick around? Do they dare all in? The BKB comes out. They're trying to take them
Dire
down.
victory.
Game 3 is going even, and they're going to get it. It took a while, but Empire will win the game.
That's how I like to. Watching some beautiful Dota. I would hate for it to end 1-1. Start to a long series. Empire down the faults of Game 1.